may have noticed my skill with this thing isn't that great, but it is actually. It just doesn't look like it because of one design flaw with the JCB skid steer. And it's become a problem because of for years and years, I graded with either a tractor or a backhoe. And you can level out the bucket and look at the tip and know that the bucket is flat, and you can skim and smooth out. And I'm so used to doing that actually I have to fight with this machine, because as it tips and rises with the undulations of the uneven ground, you can't use the bottom of the bucket and the edge to flatten because of this. When the bucket and the arm is in its lowest position, the bottom of the bucket is up 4 inches almost there, and so you cannot get it flat. You're constantly having to run the edge tip down, which means as soon as you roll over a bump, it's going to dive in and dig. I hate that. Now maybe I just need a new bucket. A lot of you will say I need a new machine and get a proper skid steer, but this thing is fantastic. And if you've got a broken back, a bad back like mine, the side entry door is the way to go. Plus, when I'm running the sawmill and using the big heavy grapple, if I have to get out under a load like a big log or something that weighs a couple thousand pounds, having that side door is a lifesaver. It means I'm not going to get crushed if something happens climbing out underneath the load. So that's why this is great. Never had a problem with the one arm. I just don't like how this particular bucket sits, so you just can't skim cut and level. So that's why I actually prefer to use the land plane when I'm doing the final grading, and I probably should have switched over to it now while I'm waiting for that other load. But I think I hear it coming. So I'm gonna get ready to direct him to where to put it. Nope, that wasn't it, some other truck. All right, anyway, I gotta get ready to have him put it, and then I'll get the land plane and I'll scrape all this back and level it out, getting ready to cap it with the B gravel. All right, fourth load just got delivered, and it's the B gravel. So if somehow there's a mix up, he's gonna bring one more load of D and the final load of B. I'm gonna have to shift this if we're gonna use this to park on Saturday. So we're gonna put another load of B out there, and he's gonna tuck the final load of D gravel up against this pile, so it's at the back of everything, so I can use it below. And same thing with the B gravel. You can see the grade is much finer. Here's the D gravel coarse, big chunks, 4-inch minus. This is B gravel is 2-inch minus, but I like it because it always ends up being more like inch minus. So that'll make a great cap across the parking lot here and just finish this out nicely. I still need to pack this down. In order to pack it down, I'll probably use Marianne because she weighs 3 times what Gidget weighs, and ideally a vibrating compactor or a vibrating roller would be what I'd use on the D gravel level, just to get it bedded in and locked tight before I put on the B. But I don't have that option, so I'll try and do what I can, roll it out with Gidget, and then maybe get Marianne up here to pack it down. You can see how it packed down where the truck came in, and that's what I want it to be and look like when it's finally done. Nice and compact so that cars turning and everything doesn't tear it up. This is going to be a parking area for quite a while, and the road to back in all the future loads of stone and cement that are going down the project. Any hay we bring in will go through here, so this will be so much nicer now that this is cleaned up and it's no mud, and we won't be tracking mud and therefore manure everywhere and getting it up here in the parking area. This is sort of on a farm. This counts as a public interface. You don't want manure getting spread up here in the parking area from vehicles and trucks and things, because then it gets on people's tires and gets spread out, and that could be it's just bad management, bad practice. So I like to separate and keep this area as clean as possible from the barnyard farm aspect of things, just because we get a lot of traffic in here in a day, and the UPS driver is gonna love this. No more backing off that cliff right there, no more getting stuck. Positive traction when the snow falls, and it'll be easier to keep this clean. What do you think? No, we get 2 more loads coming. Say hi. Well, what do you think?
I'm looking forward to not getting stuck in mud and having a place for our customers to park.
So we got 1 more load of D gravel and 1 more load of B gravel.
And what is the difference between D and B gravel?
You already showed it. Kind of thirsty. Just waiting for the final load of stone. I can get back to work on that project. Been feeding livestock in between and taking care of a couple other things. none of this has been caught on camera because we just had emergency livestock outage. All the cows got out and ran down the hill towards the fields. We had to quick throw up temporary lines and get them out. Got them rounded up. And we just saw that the babies have once again undone the wires for the electric fence. Well, I'm out here to prevent them from doing that. They probably chewed on them. So yeah, so here's, oh fuck, they have been chewing on the wires. So, yep. So that's probably toast. All right. We got voltage coming into the system, so that's good. This is dead. I was trying to put up this board 2 days ago, and that didn't work. So here we go. Hot. Okay, good. Now, I'm gonna throw up this board across there, stop this from happening again, hopefully. They've also, okay, that's good. Okay, temporary thing there should keep the little mooligans from going after those wires again. I don't know why they find it so fascinating. I'm surprised they didn't get zapped chewing on those things. Look, he's already going after that one. I gotta fix that ground wire with some staples, but that's gonna have to wait. Fence is back and operational. Cows are caught. Hopefully the pigs haven't escaped. I'm desperate. The pigs are late for food. The cows need a bale. I've got to go do that. And we have customers. All right, I'm back here at the scene of the crime, just checking. I've got to get the cows more silage and get them fed. I'm just looking at what's gone on down here. It has turned out to be a beautiful day, and I don't blame the cows one bit for wanting to get out on the grass. But we've had this gate tied with baling twine for over a year, and just flip it up when we need it. But the little kids, little calves, heifers chewed this and it came undone. So I've now fixed it with a chain. Hopefully that will prevent them from opening that, and then somehow they managed to back out this slider lock. It's not an ideal situation. It's been working for a couple years now. So hopefully, anyway, they're caught, and the bonus is we got a bell put on the bull, wherever he is. He wasn't too happy about that, but at least we can hear him coming now. One last thing I've got to tie is this. Sorry, sweetie. I got to tie this shut here because one time I had a different method. Oh, there's the bull. There's Buddy, sprucing his horns, all tied because he was ramming everybody. So he's got cane tips duct taped over his horns. That's how he learns that they're not effective. Anyway, I got to tie this shut because one time I had a pin in here and came back after some kids had been visiting and looking at the cows. And this had gotten flipped, and poor Luna had been trapped overnight with her head locked in the locks, and all of them were set. So I just like to tie this shut for security right now. I've got to come up with a better way. But at least for now, a little piece of baling twine there keeps it from getting accidentally flipped up either by a child or by the cows. Okay, I got to quick feed the pigs because they're rioting down below because I had to go get a reel and some posts to create a temporary block so the cows couldn't get out into the forest because we didn't want them on grass. We didn't want to lose them. There's no fencing temporary set up down there. So I got to go get the pigs some food, and then I can get some bales up here. It always happens that when one thing goes wrong, it tips the balance and a bunch of stuff goes wrong all at once. I don't know why. It just is the case. Don't know why the cows chose to get out just then. While we were paying the stone guy, I've been occupied getting the stone to a state where it's stable. Now I don't have to touch it. We're done with deliveries for the rest of the day, so I can take my time to finish the rest of that project, take care of the cattle, finish up the livestock chores, And I actually got to get something to eat because I haven't even had breakfast and it's already going on 1 o'clock. Okay, I'm back in Gidget. It's after lunch. Took a little bit of a break. And I have fed the cattle. I've just checked everybody, make sure everybody's still in. And I am going to put the bucket back on. Get the bucket back on and go spread that bee gravel. And the bee gravel, I don't have the pressure now of having trucks arrive. And anything now, Allison's gone on deliveries despite the horrific, just absolutely horrific shooting that happened last night. The state's mostly closed down, but there's enough of her customers that are open that she's got to deliver to. And one of the events we were supposed to do tonight, she was preparing a cheese board for, got canceled. Well, it was really wobbly. Okay, maybe that's not so good. All right, let's see if image stabilization works better now. And so, yeah, so she's gone on deliveries. Just have to, any customers, I do have to go out and get our vegetable box here shortly, another hour or so. So I'm just gonna take my time and spread this topping, take my time and spread the topping gravel, and then bunch it up here where the rest of it's gonna store, and then hop in Marianne and try and gain back all the time I lost yesterday at the doctor's, because a lot of the gravel that got delivered today needs to go down below. I need to get that in tonight, tomorrow, so that people can park here on Saturday. It's Thursday today, 2 o'clock, so I've got a little bit of time. I'm not sure I can get all of that moved and done. We have a booking tomorrow for the summer house, so I don't like to make a lot of noise or be doing a lot of things around up here when the people are here enjoying their meal. So anyway, that kind of limits what I can do tomorrow. But we'll just get with it. All right, I've been spread out most of that pile with the bucket, and I'm gonna switch over to the land plane to see if I can get some sort of better level surface. I just find the land plane sticks out far enough ahead that I can actually see the tip, so I can kind of judge. And I think, yeah, they're the same size as the blade. I don't understand why I can't get this blade to work. Anyway, I'm gonna switch over to the land plane, level this out. I may put on the plow because I can angle it, because what I really want, I want to make sure that the parking area comes out flat for a little way. So it could be a little, I want it, the whole thing wants to taper out away from the asphalt. But I do want to have more or less a flat spot out, well, where that pile of stone is going to be. But if I can get that, I'll be happy, because I don't want it all be tapered. I want to have a level place for people to, not that the asphalt is really level, but just a continuous plane straight out from the asphalt for a little ways, at least a car length. And then I'll taper down so the road, the farm track road begins. Anyway, I think the land plane for me is the tool to use for that. If I have to, I'll switch over to the plow, only because I can tilt the plow to level, and I probably won't use it as a plow, but more as a back drag, just to establish a horizontal plane. I really wish I had like an 8-foot grade beam to stick on here, because that would just work this parking lot up a treat.
Shake your pulse, it's not the end, so just keep breathing. You're fading out, getting kinda hard to reach in. Just come with us and we'll show you how we live, because we are so young. This world makes it feel like we can touch the sun. You're surprised, now you're hooking on the feeling. Catch your ride, burn a cig while you're speeding. You're running hard, never fast enough to beat it. Freedom calls only once or twice a minute, and we are so young. This world makes it feel like we can touch the sun. Torn between the world and looking for the answer. The book of life keeps on flipping pages faster. You might just think the real can't defeat the dreamer. But one day you'll see the beauty of what we were after. Back then when we were so young. This world made us feel like we could.
Okay, that looks pretty good. I got a few little spots in here that I might top up with I think I'll top up with a shovel, maybe a scoop, and get them flattened out. A little low in here, but otherwise I think we got a nice even grade. It's capped with the stone. There's a few of these big 4-inch minus D gravel stones I might pick out of here. Just to keep things cleaner, because this stuff gets churned up, and threw it on the bead gravel. This stuff gets churned up and can make up, just comes to the surface, and it always causes a problem when it comes to the surface. So I might just pick a few of these out now, and then one more here, another one over there. But anyway, so I'll pick a few of these stones out. I'll clean up a couple here and there. I think I like the grade. It may be a little low right here along this edge, going that way, stone. But otherwise, I can see a kind of a low spot right out there in the middle, but that's not so critical. We can top that up. I've got the stone. But right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop in Marianne, the excavator, and just pack this down. It's not a great option, but it does pretty good. And it'll just help firm this up. So if we get any traffic here, they'll be able to drive on it. And that will be better all the way around. Okay, I could obsess about pulling those stones out all day long. I probably will, but just get a few here now. But we'll pass the excavator over it, pack it down really well, or as good as I can, and then I'm going to leave it for today. I guess it's only going on 3. I'd like to get down below and do some of that excavation so I can make a place for these big stone piles that isn't here. But right now we've got twice as much parking as we had this morning. Okay, that's enough for me. Try that again, put those away. That's enough for me for today, for the moment. I think I'll go in the house and get something cold to drink because it is warm out today. All of a sudden, it's by no means perfect, by no means finished, but I think we have a functional parking area and extension to the driveway and some surplus materials for the building project down below. I'll probably hop in Gidget. I've got some firewood to move and some things just to get out of my way. A bit of soil here to kick out of the way. Oh, and I gotta sweep. One last thing I want to do is sweep the driveway. Once I get Gidget out of the way, I'm gonna leave that for now. I can work on that later. I need to move the concrete block down there and add it to the ones down there and get that project going. May or may not do that today, may or may not film it. I gotta say, my energy's flagging. I went to the doctor yesterday. Usual aches and pains are there, but this new stitch in my side is not pleasant. And it's just kind of dragging energy levels down. I just hate hate having unknown pain. All right, it's been a busy day. I mean, it's only 3 o'clock, but it's getting up at 5:30 and going. I mean, get up at 5:30 almost every day, but going strong since then. Yeah, it's been a rough day all the way around. I think collectively the world has gone mad, and collectively the state of Maine is just been knocked off kilter after last night.
Nothing can hold back love in you and me. Go on, wrap your arms around them and let them see.
Speed it up, that sweeping looks easy. The stitch in my side is killing me. I gotta finish this because it's a pain to drive over this stuff, and no one else is gonna do it, but yeah, I wish I could avoid this task right now.
Somebody today.